Hi everyone, Liz Campbell here, the word stylist, and I want to talk to you about a little word with a big meaning, motivation today. And I want to give you some tips on how to be more motivated when it comes to your content, because content can get pretty overwhelming. We overthink it a lot of the time. And sometimes if you're not getting the results that you really, truly deserve and desire, your motivation starts to lack a little bit. And I totally get that. I've been there before. I understand where you're coming from. And it's part of the reason why I've put together our 5-day SOS social media content writing challenge, which starts on Monday. And it's going to give you a massive dose of motivation when it comes to your online presence and profile through your social media. One of the main platforms that people use nowadays to get their message and their content out there, right? So, my friends, are you feeling motivated or demotivated at the moment when it comes to your content? A lot of people are feeling the effects and the pressures of the current situation and climate that we find ourselves in, and that can basically send us down one of two paths: motivated or not motivated. The same thing happens. Are you motivated to be fit and healthy, or are you unmotivated and just want to hang out watching Netflix all day? Like, are you motivated to connect with people, or are you demotivated and you've just gone into your own little shell and world? So it's the same thing when it comes to your content, right? When you have motivation, when it comes to your content, you are more likely to put yourself out there. You're more likely to try new things. You're more likely to get the results that you want, right? And you come at it with a different energy altogether. So how do you get the motivation? Well, let me tell you this. When you have an engaged audience and you have people telling you that your content is great, or that your courses are great, or that your products and services are great, you are going to feel a heck of a lot more motivated than you would if you didn't have that. So my first tip today out of 3 that I'm going to give you around motivation is to engage your audience more. So start posting content that is engaging in its form, right? Questions are really great. Doing live videos are really great because people can type in live time. Sharing other things like funny memes or inspirational quotes, or sharing really valuable tips or steps or methods, formulas, that sort of stuff. People love that. They really feel that. Stories are another one. They actually really feel emotionally connected, and they're more inclined to agree with you or share their own story or say, I understand that, right? So when you've got an engaged audience, and you can do this through your content, questions. If you do nothing else today with your content except to ask your people a question, we've been doing a lot more of this, particularly on my personal Facebook page, asking people questions. What are you up to this weekend now that restrictions have been lifted? What are you doing? What are you working on this week? Just little things like that. You can delve deeper, like what does it mean for you about blah, 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 or what do you stand for in business? Or, you can ask any type of question. How are you feeling today? Whatever it is, but you will see a lot more engagement if you just stick with the engaging types of content, such as a question. So tip number 1 is around engaging your audience more and really delving deep into those engaging pieces of content. All right, number 2 is around, you will feel really good and motivated if you get that validation from people that your content is awesome, that your programs and services or products is awesome, that they love you, that they love your energy, right? That actually, you go, oh, thanks, that's such a nice thing to say. That's actually going to prompt engagement. It's going to help you then communicate and connect with people, because of course you're going to write back and say, thank you so much for your lovely words, or whatever it is. So having that validation, and you can get that simply by posting more valuable content, absolutely. And also then maybe even having somebody that you call on, like me, in our 5-day SOS social media content writing challenge, just to say, you know what, that post is really good. You should go and post that right now. And having that, even just having that little bit of validation, like it's not even about whether it's good or not or what, it's just having somebody say to you, that's awesome, you're awesome, go and post that right now. You will feel so good from that. I know I do when people say that to me, or Liz, that's such a great idea. Like, yes, go and do that. You're more inclined to actually feel more motivated about it and go and do it. So, number one tip, engage your audience more with content. Number two tip, get that validation that you need. And it's a really positive validation too. Just have anyone, like ask your team, how does this post read? Or come and join me on the challenge and you can post it in our group. I'll look at all of the posts that are going out. You can tag me in them. I'll give you some feedback on it. It actually, what that does is it just cements that you are definitely on the right track, or it gives you a little bit of feedback that you can make your content better and you'll get a better result from it at the other end. Now, number three thing is to create new strategies and tactics and try new things. So when you're feeling, when you feel like you need a little dose of motivation, if you go and have a look at something that you've always wanted to try, or somebody said to you, that would be such a good idea, and you go and start to implement that, you will feel so good. You'll want to do more of that, right? So even like, sometimes when you're writing a blog post and you're like, wow, this is such a great topic, I'm really into this, you feel motivated for it. So have a think about something that you've always wanted to try. What is it? Maybe it's doing a video, maybe it's doing a live, maybe it's writing a blog, maybe it's doing some different social media posts. Maybe it's sending a newsletter for the first time, right? Get excited by that. Don't ever feel, disenchanted or any of those negative feelings. When you get excited about things, people get excited as well, and you're more inclined then to get that engagement, which will boost your motivation. You're more inclined to have people say, this is such a great post, or thanks for sharing, or I really loved that. That will boost your confidence and make you feel more motivated as well. And then, of course, as you go, because you're boosting your confidence, boosting motivation, you're just going to keep putting out really amazing stuff, because there's just no way that you can't. Now, if you need a little boost of motivation and confidence, come and join me at our 5-day SOS Content Writing Challenge. We get started on Monday. It's literally 5 days. We do a little plan for 5 days. We do 5 days of posts. I give you 5 templates that are proven to be engaging but also strategic. And I'll have a look at your content. You can post it in our group if you need that little bit of dose of validation and motivation, or you can just post it to your own platforms and tag me in it and I'll have a look at it. Now, this challenge gets such raving reviews. People love it. It's free. It's part of my service to help people in business feel really excited about content just like I do. I'd love to see you there. There's a link in the status update that you can join us on and find out more information. But basically, I'm going to take you through my proven tactics and frameworks so that you can get more engagement, interaction, and leads from your content too. All right, you guys, have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye for now.